Hello everyone, this is Sarabjit Kaur and today we will start our chapter number 6 of 8th standard, that is after 20 years. It is written by William Sidney Potter and his time period is 1828 to 1910 and his pen name is O. Henry. He was an American writer. In this story, this is a story about two friends. Those two friends are Bob and Jimmy Wells. They have decided to meet after 20 years, and how they meet with each other, what is going on, how they converse with each other. In this story we will learn about this thing. So the incident in this story takes place at around 10 p.m. along a dark, windy New York City business avenue. It begins with a policeman who discovers a man standing in a doorway. The man then proceeds to explain why he is there. So in this story, one man is standing in a street in a doorway, and one policeman came and he asked why he is standing here. So afterwards, here, the policeman on the beat moved up to the avenue impressively. The impressiveness was habitual and not for show, for spectators were few. The time was barely 10 o'clock, but chilly gusts of wind with a taste of rain in them had well nigh de-peopled the streets. So when the policeman was on the beat, he was on the beat, and all the persons who were in the streets, they were moving towards their homes. There was no much noise in the streets because there was a chilly wind, and the vicinity was one that kept early hours. Now and then you might see the lights of a cigar store or of an all-night lunch counter. When about midway of a certain block, the policeman suddenly slowed his walk. So when suddenly a policeman slowed his walk, there was a Bob who was taking a cigar, and when he saw the policeman, he unlightened his cigar, and looking at the policeman, he said that I am all right here. He said, I am just waiting for a friend. It's an appointment made 20 years ago. Sounds a little funny to you, doesn't it? So he said that I am all right here. To the policeman, he said, I'm just waiting for my friend who has made a promise with me that we will meet with each other after 20 years. So after listening this thing, he said that isn't it funny that you said that you will meet with your friend after 20 years on the same place? Until he said that in this place there was a big restaurant was there, Big Joe Brady's restaurant. Until 5 years ago, said the policeman, it was torn down then. The man in the doorway struck a match and lit his cigar. So now conversation between a cigar man and the policeman is going on. He said that which restaurant you are discussing about, which restaurant that has been torn 5 years ago. That restaurant is not here now. So the man in the doorway struck a match and lit his cigar. The light showed a pale, square, jarred face with keen eyes and a little white scars near his right eyebrow. His scarf pin was a large diamond, oddly set. So when they were talking, he saw that with whom that person is a Bob. When policeman was talking with him, there was a one diamond that was on the scarf of the Bob. So he was watching, that means he was very rich, that he is putting the diamonds on his scarf. 20 years ago tonight, said the man, I dined here at Big Joe Brady's with Jimmy Wells, my best chum. He said that we both dined here, we both had taken dinner here in the restaurant, my friend that is a Jimmy Wells and me that is Bob. He and I were raised here in New York, just like two brothers together, and I was 18 and Jimmy was 20. When they got departed, on that time Bob was only 18 years old and the Jimmy Wells was 20 years old. He said that we both get raised up here, and now we on that time we departed and we decided to meet here after 20 years. It was the only place on earth. Well, we agreed that night we would meet here again exactly 20 years. No matter what our conditions might be or from what distance we might have to come, we figured that in every 20 years and us ought to have our destiny worked out and our fortunes made, whatever they were going to be. So he said that we decided there will be any circumstances we have to meet over there. It sounds pretty interesting, said the policeman. Rather a long time between meetings, though it seems to me. Haven't you heard from your friend since you left? Now he said that when you both were left afterwards, have you never meet with each other? Have you ever sent the telegram to each other, any letter, anything? Is there any conversation in between both of you? He said that we oftenly sent the letters to each other, and I kept hustling around over it pretty lively, but I know Jimmy will meet me here if he's alive, for he always was the truest, staunchest old champ in the world. He will never forget I came 1,000 miles to stand in this door tonight, and it's worth it if my old partner turns up. Now he said that my true friend, he was my true friend, and he will come here definitely, because he knows that I will, if he is alive on the earth, he will come here. He knows that he is waiting, I am waiting for him. The waiting man pulled out a handsome watch, the lids of it set with the small diamonds. 3 minutes. It was exactly 10 o'clock when he parted here at the restaurant. Did pretty well out west, didn't you? Asked the policeman. You bet. I hope Jimmy has done half as well. He was a kind of plodder, though good fellow as he was. I have had to compete with some of the sharpest wits going to get my pile. A man gets in a groove in New York, it takes 2 west to put a razor edge on him. Now Bob has went to the west side and Jimmy Wells was in the east side, and they both were doing hard work. They decided that after doing hard work by making much money, by making much fortune, they will meet each other. So here you can see that Bob and policeman both are in the comparison. So they both are departed from each other for making their careers. Here is a diamond watch that was wearing, that Bob was wearing, by which he is showing that he is very rich. He has earned so much fortune in the west side. It is showing this thing. So afterwards, about 20 minutes, now policeman has gone. After 20 minutes, he waited, and then a tall man in a long overcoat, a tall man came over there, and he said that, is it Bob? Now he is asking that, are you Bob? He said, yes. Is that Jimmy Wells? When they both meet with each other, there was a darkness, and they have not seen their faces, only they have seen the they both know each other. Bless my heart, exclaimed the new arrival, grasping the other's hands with his own. It's Bob, sure as fate. I was certain I had find you here if you were still in existence. Well, 20 years is a long time. Now they both are discussing with each other that 20 years was a very long time, but we both met here. Now they both are going to discuss with each other that how they have earned their money and what happened in their lives in this time period. So they both were moving, they both were going. One, his egotism enlarged by success, was beginning to the outline of the history, his career. The other, submerged in his overcoat, listened with interest when they were moving. Then suddenly one shop was there, from there lights were coming, and when Bob had seen his face, he saw that you are not Jimmy Wells, because Jimmy Wells has not this type of face. Although his height has increased, but a person can't change so much in the 20 years. His face can't be changed, his nose can't be changed. You are not Jimmy Wells. It sometimes changes a good man into a bad man. Time can change a good man into a bad man, but person's personality cannot be changed. You have been under arrest for 10 minutes, Silky Bob. Chicago thinks you have been dropped over our way and wires us she wants to have a chat with you. Now he said that from Chicago they got a telegram that they need a person that is a Bob. He has earned money over there, but with the unfair means. That is why he is a criminal. And Jimmy Wells was in policeman department. He was the person who came over there on that time. He recognized the Bob, but he doesn't want to arrest him himself. That is why he sent a man in a plain clothes for arresting him. The man from the west unfolded the little piece of paper. Then a man who was in plain clothes, he handed over the letter to the Bob, and he said that read this letter that was sent by Jimmy. On the letter it was written, Bob, I was at the appointed place on the time when you struck the match to light your cigar. I saw it was the face of the man wanted in Chicago. Somehow I couldn't do it myself, so I went around and got a plain clothes man to do the job. So it was written by Jimmy that when I have seen you over there, when he has seen the Bob, when he unlighted the cigar, he has recognized him, but he also know that that is a person that a Chicago police is asking. They want to arrest, so I can't do that thing by myself. Jimmy Wells has written that he can't do those things himself because because they were very good friends. That is why he sent a man in a plain clothes for arresting you. Now you are under arrest. So this is a story about two friends who has departed, and after 20 years they have met. So here is the exercises. Read Bob's statements given below, match them with the character traits they reflect. Character traits are there like arrogant, dependable, proud, faith-in friend, observant, daring. Statements are given according to that. You have to match them with those ones. Afterwards, read these sentences. Rather a long time between meetings, though it seems to me. So how much time had passed between the meeting? From the heading of the chapter, it is clear that it is 20 years. In this way, you will do these question answers. Afterwards, appearance of a man who was on the doorway, that was a Bob, and on the page number 41 it is written that how was his appearance. So read your chapter carefully, all the questions and answer, everything is on the book. If there will be any doubt in the workbook portion and in the exercises of the book, you can ask in the comment section box. Thanks and have a nice day.